Good afternoon from the banks of the Boise River in Garden City, Idaho, which is just west of Boise. I'm going to give you a brief history of Boise. So, the first Anglos to come upon this area, the first European explorers were trappers, most likely French. It was Captain Bonneville, who came probably in the early 1800s, and he had a scouting party, and they were coming across the desert. Of course, it was they're very hot, and they came upon a rise, and they looked down in the distance, and they saw a bunch of cottonwood trees, which you can see right here in this area. Just tons of beautiful cottonwood trees that grow along here on the Boise River. The lushness of the cottonwood trees, because they need a lot of water, and so they dig their roots down and they grow and grow and grow and grow. And they said, in French, they say, voyez le bois, voyez le bois, which means look at the trees, look at the trees. So bois, les bois means trees, and so hence the name Boise, which means trees, and it ended up becoming the city of trees, and I'll explain to that later. So after that, when the U.S., after Lewis and Clark, actually Captain Bonneville was after Lewis and Clark. Anyway, the U.S. Settlers started coming in the Oregon Trail. They needed protection, so they established Fort Boise on the Snake River west of Boise to protect. It was one of a chain of forts to protect the people migrating west along the Oregon Trail. And then after that, gold and other precious metals were discovered in their hills. Places like Idaho City, Boise became, there's also the depository, kind of the main town for as far as commerce and supplies and things like that. And so Boise from this very start was really a boom town, and that echoes to this very day here in 2025. So as time went on, Boise continued to grow. It became a wealthy area because of the mining, obviously, and also forest products, cattle, and it was all of a sudden about 100 years, a little bit over 100 years ago, in the 1910s, 1920s, the people in charge decided to bring in a bunch of seeds of trees from all over the United States, and so hence the entire area in the neighborhoods is called the City of Trees. So it's really beautiful here in the summertime, because there's you're driving through the desert, just sagebrush desert, and all of a sudden you come into the Boise area, and it's just really lush, and it's hard to believe that that we're in the middle of a desert here. So, and then with that, again, Boise continued to grow gradually. The Morrison-Knudsen Corporation, which is a massive civil engineering firm. They built things like the Hoover Dam, the Alaska Pipeline, and other projects all over the world. Established its headquarters there, so that was a major economic driver. Also the Simplot Corporation, which makes agricultural products, including fertilizer and other types of things. So agriculture continued, forestry, the Boise Cascade Corporation, that started to die down. And then when the computers came along, microprocessors, Micron Corporation is headquartered here. That's one of the largest, second, I think it's the second largest private employer besides St. Luke's Health System in the state. So now Boise is continuing to boom with tech. Micron is expanding with this whole AI thing, which who knows where that's going to go as far as, but hopefully it'll be a positive change. It'll be positive development. Boise, the population of Boise now is approximately 250,000. The major growth has really been in the outskirts of the west, cities like Meridian, Nampa, Caldwell, stretching all the way to the Oregon border. By about 2030, Boise is projected to have the Treasure Valley, greater area of Boise is projected to have about 1 million residents. Right now it stands in 2025 at approximately 850,000 for the Treasure Valley. So there you go. There's and I'm gonna show you just a moment. There you go. That's your 10 cent and a nickel worth of a short history of Boise. And hope you enjoyed it. And if you ever come out here, be sure to stop at the Boise River and just sit down on a log and enjoy.